I said to her, like, I've probably told you guys this before, but, like, when I was holding one of my spaces at the time, and she came in. This is before everything blew up. And she came in, and already at that point, everyone knew that she was fucking trouble, and she kept requesting the mic, didn't want to give it to her. So she brings in someone else. And this person, I didn't know who she was. We were like, okay, it's kind of like an open space as it was, so everyone was talking and just bullshitting. So we give this other person the mic, and she then starts asking me questions about my military career. I'm like, I can tell you whatever I want to, but that's about it. I mean, it's got nothing really to do with you anyway, but I share stories about my military times all the fucking time. But she went on to basically, and she was almost pushing me to that limit, because at that point, Megan, I said that word, sorry, didn't mean to say it. At that point, she had already said that I suffer with PTSD to this other person. This other person then came in and was purposely telling me that, well, why didn't you, if you were that miserable after that deployment, why didn't you just take that weapon and use it on yourself? And this was in front of everyone. And I kid you not, like, that was the first time in 5 years from that point that I had a fucking relapse and a massive panic attack. I mean, I completely lost it on that whole space. I embarrassed myself in front of everyone. And I switched off. I fucking went into basic hiding because it destroyed me. And I went full on at her. Like, I was calling her a fucking cunt and all shit. And then all of a sudden, 220 comes up and says to me, why are you harassing my girlfriend for? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And luckily, this is before recorded spaces. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a copy of that, of my space. I'm going to request a copy, which I got. And I had it replayed in front of all of her crowd to hear that bitch tell me that I should have basically killed myself, and hear Megan laughing in the background. And I was just like, you know what? That was, from that point onwards, that was where my story became part of this world that we live in now. Like, our little world. And I'm serious, like, that was the one that got me. Like, I never let shit get to me. I really don't. I'm not that kind of person, but that one really did. And she's got a fucking nerve to sit there and tell people that, we're bullying her and she's faking all this shit, where she's literally attacking people like me and others who have actual problems, like, that suffer with shit, and then going off and laughing about it in a different space, like, haha, like, why don't you, she actually, right after that happened, she opened up a space called, why don't you just die? And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And, I mean, if Tara was I know she's not in space anymore, but she would back me up on that one because she was in there at the time. She heard what happened. And that was it. That was, from that point onwards, I was just like, you know what? Whatever anyone needs, I'm here to help.
That is disgusting that happened to you. I had no idea that was like, I guess the full extent of that story. Oh my god.
You know what? Like I said, I've got tough skin. I don't get hurt, nothing really gets under my skin that much. I don't really care, but the fact that it happens, that's why I call her what I do, and I don't care.
I never care if anybody would tell me something like that, because, like, I just, like, okay, I don't care. I don't know you, whatever. But when I hear about people saying that to other people, that's when that irritates me. That's disgusting. And I'm sorry that happened to you.
There's no need to be sorry about that. Like I said, we've all been fucking victimized by this virus, is what I call it. I wouldn't even say victimized, I said we've all been dosed of this virus. Like we all need, like, the biggest shot of fucking penicillin on the planet right now.